Get ready, Last of Us fans, because things are about to get even more intense. HBO has just dropped a trailer for the highly anticipated episode 7 of this post-apocalyptic zombie drama, and it's all about one of the most beloved characters from the game, Riley. That's right, we're diving into the DLC with Left Behind, and it's going to be epic. Directed by the amazing Liza Johnson, who you might recognize from her work on Silicon Valley, this episode takes us on a wild ride through the 3 weeks leading up to Ellie's introduction to the show. And if the trailer is any indication, we're in for a real treat. The tension is high, the zombies are even more terrifying, and the stakes are higher than ever before. In this video, we're going to break down the explosive Episode 7 trailer for The Last of Us, and let me tell you, it's a doozy. Finally, we're getting the long-awaited Riley episode, and we can't wait to dive into all the juicy details. We'll be taking a look at the game's similarities, giving our thoughts on where we think the episode will end up, and discussing all the twists and turns that are sure to leave you on the edge of your seat. So buckle up, folks, and get ready for a wild ride as we delve into the world of The Last of Us. Full spoilers ahead for what happens to Riley, but let's be real, you probably already know that. Without further ado, let's get this party started and play that trailer. Welcome to Streaming Addicted, the ultimate destination for all things movies and TV series. We bring you daily updates on the latest and greatest in entertainment so you'll never miss a beat. Our team of writers and movie enthusiasts are always on the lookout for the most captivating movies and TV shows, and we cover a wide range of genres to suit every taste and preference. From thrilling action movies to heartwarming comedies and everything in between, we've got you covered. So, subscribe now and join our community of movie lovers on Streaming Addicted. So let's get started. It seems like this episode will heavily focus on the Left Behind DLC, which takes place after Joel's injury and follows Ellie as she scavenges for supplies in an abandoned mall during winter. Additionally, we get a flashback of Ellie's last night with Riley at the same mall, where they had an impromptu date before being attacked by infected. The DLC also features Ellie fighting against infected and hunters sent to find her and Riley. In the episode, we see Ellie wearing the purple coat Maria gave her in episode 6, suggesting a timeline jump to when Ellie was searching for Joel. The episode also takes us back earlier in the timeline to when Ellie was training at the Federal Academy in Boston, as seen in the comics. During her training, Ellie is approached by a girl who tells her that her friend, Riley, is no longer there, referencing Riley's departure to become a Firefly. This is further explained in the game when Riley takes Ellie through the city. We see Ellie in a federal officer's room receiving a reprimand for not engaging with social media by liking videos. The officer comments on Ellie's hoodie, which looks shabby compared to the Zero Edition Last of Us inspired fungi t-shirt that is available for purchase. The officer stresses that the federal government is the only thing holding society together, and this is evident in the rule of law they have in place. In contrast, the rebels, as exemplified by Kathleen, do not follow laws and have engaged in heinous acts such as executing people without trials and killing children. The episode explores the clash of ideologies between the federal government and the rebels, with Ellie currently on the federal side and Riley representing the Fireflies. The story revolves around two individuals on opposite sides of the fence coming together. The episode features a scene from the game where Riley sneaks into Ellie's room and wakes her up by pretending to bite the air, foreshadowing their eventual fate of being bitten by infected. Ellie is clearly startled and pulls out her knife in response. The scene is reminiscent of their relationship in the game and shows the close bond between the two characters. After leaving the room, they head out to the city, jumping across rooftops and making their way to the mall. In the game, they eventually drop down into the mall and discover the campsites of a recently deceased hermit named Winston. Ellie and Riley knew him and searched through his belongings, finding a pun book that was particularly special to Ellie. The book was the last possession that Riley owned, and Ellie treasured it not just for the humor, but also for the memories it held of her time with Riley. This scene in the episode highlights the emotional depth of Ellie and Riley's relationship and the significance of their past experiences together. It also emphasizes the role of objects in preserving memories and how they can hold sentimental value beyond their physical attributes. In the game, Ellie makes a promise to show Riley the Four Wonders, which includes riding the merry-go-round. This turns out to be a memorable moment as the two run on the ride and exchange puns while also holding hands. However, their happy moment is interrupted when Ellie discovers a pipe bomb on a shelf, leading to her realization that she is a firefly. It seems that Riley had previously revealed this fact to her by showing her a firefly pendant, but Ellie only fully grasps the truth now and becomes upset, feeling that none of it was about her. It's possible that in the show, Riley may have been trying to recruit Ellie, which could explain her frustration at feeling like she was getting closer to Riley only to find out the truth. It's evident that Ellie eventually returns to the infected area as there are subsequent scenes featuring infected creatures. One particular scene involves a surgical shoulder that has grown into the wall and later wakes up. While some infected go on to become clickers, many simply find a place to rest and eventually grow into the walls, as is the case with this creature. However, it awakens and goes after the two girls. Another location is shown in the Halloween store, which is taken directly from the game. In the game's DLC, the girls explore the mall and come across the Halloween store, which is filled with masks. They try on various masks, including a clown mask, which can be seen displayed to the left. It seems that the characters are engaging in a fight against infected creatures, which is a departure from the original game. In the game's DLC, Ellie and Riley visit a clothing store for the final segment, which includes a playful water pistol fight. Riley then plays Etta James' I Got You Babe, and they dance before sharing a kiss. In the original game, the Fireflies were planning to send Riley away to another quarantine zone, but she decides to stay in Boston with Ellie instead. However, the infected then swarm the area, abruptly ending their love story and leading to a dramatic chase scene. Ultimately, both characters get bitten and promise to lose their minds together, resulting in Riley's death. It seems that the episode follows a similar structure and will serve as a dark counterpart to the Bill and Frank episode, which portrays a long-lasting relationship in the midst of the apocalypse. In contrast, this episode will likely tell a tragic origin story for Ellie, explaining how the first person she grew attached to ended up dying and why she is so determined to hold on to Joel in the present. In summary, we believe this episode significantly contributes to the series, and I hope that future episodes will feature similar storytelling. I am eager to see how the show handles the source material and what direction the story will take. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to bringing you more content in the future. Take care and be well.